sections are quieter, and some blocks and corners the wind whips up like crazy. There can be days in Philly where it's not windy at all, but it'll always be windy by the Scottish Rite. I used to ride my bike on Fitzwater, and it's like there's no wind anywhere. It's summer, but at the Scottish Rite, 15th or 16th, I guess, 16th and Fitzwater, and there would always be like a vortex of wind, of air swirling around. And I thought this was interesting. The other vortex is over at Lombard and 19th by the Pepper Building, and it's like it'll be as still as anything, no wind at all, and then on 19th and Lombard, tons of wind. So I'm kind of curious how wind currents get kicked up even on quiet nights in the summer when there's barely any wind around. Like, where does it come from? So I was like, well, Scottish Rite, like, are they practicing too much witchcraft? I've wondered. So, speaking of Scottish, this is the Loch Bar, L-O-C-H, and Loch is Scottish for a body of water. And it's here at the Art House, which is German, I think, the spelling of Art House. Here, this really tall high-rise off to the right, and its restaurant at the bottom is Loch Bar. Like Loch Ness Monster. That's how most people would see it. So, there's a monster brewing out there in Philly. There has been for a long time, at least beginning in 2011. There's a song that comes out at Christmas called Walking in the Air, and it is part of something called The Snowman, like a cartoon little tiny half-hour movie, if you will. And in it shows like flying over a body of water and a whale being awakened, a monstrous, or I forget what it said, a mighty monster being awakened. And I wondered, you know, dandelion, that's interesting. I knew someone who used the term dandy as a handle for a while, even though I thought she was awesome because she actually talked to me about gang stalking and nobody else would. It's a taboo topic. If you believe in it but you don't want to get hit by it, you don't want to talk about it. At least that's how it was back in 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or you don't know about it at all, and you know, you might be like, that person's crazy. Like, that would be really bad to say that about someone should they try to explain what happened to them. And then there's people who just participate in gang stalking, and they'll just deny, and in fact they might even, you know, be included in the group that would be willing to make a targeted individual appear crazy. And it's like, how do you describe this without sounding totally crazy or looking like a schizophrenic? Like, if you don't have any experience with stuff like that, it's like really hard to do. I wound up writing a book, Duplicity and Duress, Net Factories in the Making, because part of what they do, and there's like a million layers of tactics of gang stalkers, but part of what they